One of his greatest obsessions is the mystery of flight.
I mean, in a day when there is no stop-motion photography, he was able to look at birds in flight and actually see that birds don't just flap their wings up and down. It's a very complicated sort of figure-8 motion of the bird's wing tilting and coming up and turning and pushing down with every single beat.
He uses his knowledge of engineering to design machines that he hopes will be capable of flight. And he makes a bold prediction.
There shall be wings for man. If it is not accomplished by me, then it will be someday by some other.
He adapts a child's spinning toy into a design for a hovering apparatus, using a helical screw rather than a rotor as modern helicopters do. He creates bat-winged flying machines whose wings would flap like a bird with an elaborate framework, one that even includes a rudder-like flight control.
There is a legend that he tried to actually fly a machine and that the machine crashed and someone broke a leg in this attempt.
Leonardo's machines are amazing and fantastic, in the way that fantastic is fantasy. Maybe they didn't work, but they mean so much as far as the mind is concerned, as far as his actual ability to think beyond the box.
But he seems to have realized that the amount of power necessary to make one of his 6-foot-long wings flap was more than a person could provide. So then he starts getting into more complicated designs that actually involve motors of some sort that will actually store up enough energy so that you can get them to flap for a while before the motor stops.
Only late in life does he consider the idea of a single fixed wing, the idea that will eventually lead to successful flight hundreds of years later. For all his striving, for all his extraordinary designs, he never succeeds in solving the great challenge of manned flight. But for almost his entire life, he keeps trying.
He's a brilliant man, he's a brilliant engineer as far as the theory is concerned. Maybe the practice, maybe the practical part of things, the practical part of engineering, which so often eludes these great thinkers, also eluded him.